previously on M.E.N.D. The team took losses they could scarcely measure. Severus Snape wounded more severely than anyone expected. The resistance had no choice but to order a tactical retreat, and so, battered, exhausted and wary, the M.E.N.D unit finds themselves here, Cokeworth, a town spared from the worst of the war, yet heavy with the weight of what they carry and what lies ahead.
Merlin, I feel like a new woman. Where is everyone?
Administering medical care to the locals, a service rendered in return for their hospitality. You might consider such gestures yourself. They tend to be more effective than theft. You're still here?
You know, for someone who claims not to care what I'm doing, you always seem very aware of me.
I'm aware of anyone who lingers like a vulture in my presence. I have a complete inventory of this house committed to memory. It would be unwise of you to attempt to alter it.
Oh, that's charming. You should be resting, by the way. Normal humans don't take hexes like that and bounce back within a week. I mean it. You were reckless back there, pushing the line when everyone else was pulling back. That isn't strategy, that's suicide.
And you lecture me on recklessness? You, who treats life like a hand of cards?
At least I know when to bluff. What's your excuse?
I do not need to justify myself to someone who survives only by accident.
Right, of course.
There we go. That should hold. How's that feel?
Here, keep this on, even if it starts itching.
Your fever's dropping. Looks like the herbal decoction did its job.
Funny. Before the war, treating scrapes and colds felt tedious. Now it almost feels refreshing. Makes you remember why we started this in the first place.
I couldn't help but notice. Dr. Williams, you were flirting with a girl earlier.
The one who brought her little sister in for that rash?
That's the one. Asked me to come see her later. Insists she wants to show me her own home remedy.
All right, enough. Let's finish up here and get back to the house. No need to entertain any impropriety, Williams.
I wonder, how do you think Professor Snape and Vader are getting on?
If I had to guess, trouble, probably.
Understatement of the century.
Ah, the team returns. How were the townsfolk?
Long day. But the locals are good people. Tough. Grateful. I made plans to meet that gorgeous brunette later.
Just don't get robbed this time.
And where's Miss Elliot? Anyone seen her?
I'm sure she's out looking for her own sort of trouble. She'll appear when she's hungry.
Professor Snape?
In his room, I'm sure. Doors closed. Best to leave him be. No need to dote, dear.
Yes, sir.
Cokeworth offers quiet streets, warm beds, and for most of the team, a brief reprieve from chaos. All except two. Vader eyes the world like a challenge. Snape regards it like a curse. And in the unspoken standoff between them, one can almost hear the ticking of something. A fuse, perhaps.
Good morning, team. Hope you all slept well. I've just been reviewing more correspondence from the Order. There's something here Severus should see. Penny, would you mind waking him?
Right away, sir. Back in a tick.
Unusual he's sleeping in. But after last week, I'm not surprised.
He wasn't alone in bed.
What?
Well, I opened the door and he was laying there, asleep. But he wasn't alone.
All right, Penny. Breathe. Maybe you saw a shadow or...
Nope. No shadow is that. Person-shaped.
Impossible, Penny. What woman in her right mind would ever...
It was dark. The shutters were drawn closed. I didn't see who. I didn't look. But someone was definitely there, and I am not getting yelled at before breakfast.
Dear me.
Impossible. But then again...
I haven't seen Vader since yesterday afternoon.
Impossible.
Morning! What'd I miss? Why is everyone looking at me like that?
Maybe I did imagine it.
Even if you didn't, do you really want to ask?
Ask what, Williams?
A long war makes people hungry for jocularity, even the accidental sort. Here, in their small sanctuary at Spinner's End, the only thing lurking in the dark is a moment's misunderstanding and the comfort of knowing they're safe.